Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Excuse me. I got something in the throat right away there. Are we starting over, or do you want to just keep her in?
Keep it going.
All right. DiSabs Dimes episode. Coming off week 1 in the NFL, we got Christian DiSabantino, Tyler Sagan, Matty P. As always, what's going on, fellas?
It's a good week of football.
Yeah, it was. I agree.
Great week.
Segs, do you agree?
Oh, yeah. Want to know, baby.
And Poolsy, do you agree?
It was a good week, but
Okay.
yeah.
What are the odds
It's
all
just
four of our
great that
teams
football's
play each
back?
other?
That's the only greatness of it.
Right.
Nothing else.
Outcomes not exactly how you'd prefer.
No.
Okay. Any more words on that, or just pretty much that?
We'll get into it later, I'm sure.
Okay. Why don't we recap week 1 right now? Let's start with the Panthers and Browns. Poolsy, take it away.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, tough game. Tough game all around.
Showed some fight, though.
Showed some fight late in the game. The first half of the game, there was absolutely nothing offensively. Absolutely nothing. I think the first quarter they were negative yards.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just the offense is not scary, even in the slightest bit. Like
McCaffrey.
And they have the players for it. I don't know, the coaches need to switch them around because that was tough to watch. Like DJ Moore hardly touched the ball.
Yeah.
I even seen the stat that McCaffrey, like compared to other years or whatever, the percentage of times he had the ball in his hand was like significantly lower. When you have arguably the best player in the league, you have to put the ball in his hands more than anyone else's hands by a landslide. So
yeah, he only rushed for 10 times for 33 yards, and he only had 4 receptions for 24 yards.
I don't know. It was tough to watch. It really was. Like we had her going there on the one TV, and offensively, it was nothing. Like it was boring. And if you take away the one play that Baker had to Robbie Anderson, that was like 80 yards or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Baker has like 140 yards. Like there's nothing special with that game for the Panthers. So
no, and
that one touchdown made it not look as bad as what it was. The Panthers shouldn't have been in that game. Fortunately, they had a chance at the end there. But
58-yard field goal is the only reason they lost.
I know, but I don't know. I just expected way more. I don't know why. I never thought their offense was like good. Like it looked average at best the entire game.
I agree. The Browns looked like the better team. A quote from Poolsy after the game was like, he was so angry that the Panthers actually made it close.
I thought for sure, like everyone was missing kicks all day, and that's the one effing kick that hits.
I know there was a doink from like 60 yards out. I forget which game that was.
There was a doink from like 27 yards out, and a miss from like 30 yards out. Like
I know, but the doink from like 60 was insane. I forget who that was. Was it Daniel Carlson? Maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that guy's the GOAT.
I guess DSAB didn't get to watch much NFL in week 1, right?
Yeah, I was driving back from, unfortunately, a Notre Dame loss to Marshall, which is brutal.
Who's Marshall?
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
High school?
Who is Marshall? And Poolsy, I actually just saw the text you sent me now. I was plastered before the game when you texted me. And now when you texted me, I'm like, oh shit, I never responded to you. So I apologize for that.
What was the text?
For that.
I was looking for a Notre Dame bet since he was there.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't text back because it would have been Notre Dame.
Yeah.
No,
I
actually,
seen the score after the game. I was like, I'm not too upset DiSabs never got back to me.
Yeah,
this would have been the one time. It would have been Marshall to cover.
True.
Yeah. That's what DiSabs bet would have been, and you would have been funny.
It would have been Marshall money line, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
21-point favorites and we lost. But anyways.
Yeah, we'll move on to more NFL because we do need to get the other side from that Browns-Panthers game quickly because we do have a winner, a week 1 winner in that game. Tyler Sagan, how does that feel?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, what is it? 21 years or something like that. I don't know what the stat is since they haven't won week 1. So
they could tweet it for the first time ever.
Yeah. I don't know. Like Poolsy was right. I'll be honest. I was on Red Zone the whole Sunday. I didn't even really watch that game. I just sort of tuned in because I figured, well, like you say, the first half was brutal. Like it was just, there was no offense.
Jacoby Brissett, you're happy with him?
I'm okay with him, but Nicholas Jamal Chubb, that's like, everyone seems to forget who that guy is every year, which I love.
But then Hunt had the touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's what he does. Like Kareem, we have the best 1-2 punch in the NFL. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, he kicked a woman.
Hard to disagree with that. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Whatever your morals are, Segs, that's fine. But yeah, they're good. They're good players.
But in all honesty, Poolsy, I was pretty positive he was going to miss that kick at the end. So
I honestly, like, obviously I didn't have my hopes up too high, but I don't know, just the way the kicks are going all day, I was just like, yeah, it's week one, everyone's missing kicks, 60-yarder, there's no way.
Yeah, it's just heartbreak I'm gonna face all year. Like I was prepared. So
hey, was he a rookie?
Yeah, he is.
Wow.
Good for him.
I can't lie, it was kind of nice. Even though I'm a Baker fan, it was kind of nice to see him struggle. I was getting a little worried when he was heating up. Yeah, because they came back. Like
they did, yeah.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think Baker Mayfield's gonna have a crazy week too. I think he's gonna have a very, very good week.
They just need to like put the.
I think he's too emotional, to be honest.
I think he's too emotional. I agree, and that's probably why he was like that game one, because there's got to be lots of emotions coming back to Cleveland. Or was it in Carolina?
No, it was in Carolina. Yeah, that's a home loss. That's a road win, by the way.
Playing Cleveland.
Great. I don't know. I think he's too emotional.
Yeah. Hey, aren't we all at sometimes though? And
no, for sure. And he was like that in Cleveland. So I'm not, but he almost killed like a bystander when he scored his touchdown.
Yeah.
Threw the ball.
That was close. Dude or whatever.
Yep. Saw that.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
Can we move on to another game now?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
good job,
there's tough one, Poolsy.
Baker stinks.
There's a week 2 coming, so you can forget about it soon. DSAB is gonna, unfortunately, you didn't get to watch this. I really wish you got to watch that, because Mac Jones looked brutal. Dolphins win 20-7. Boring game as we predicted, but Dolphins offense, it did what I wanted them to do. Tyreek Hill had almost 100 yards. 94 yards. Tua didn't throw an interception. There was a couple that definitely could have been picked that were missed, but that they don't show up on the stat sheet, so I'm good with that. 270 yards and that touchdown pass on 4th and 7 to Jalen Waddle. That was electric. Yeah, Waddle the shit out of that thing, and the big linemen come and they start waddling with Waddle.
That's my favorite celebration.
It is, and I love the guy. I was a little worried because like early on in the game, I was looking at the targets and Tyreek Hill was just getting every single target, which is obviously awesome. But I was like, okay, we got to get Waddle involved too. And then they did on that play, and I was just fired up. Do you see Hill's one-handed catch?
Yeah, that was bullshit.
It was a bad throw by Tua, like for sure a bad throw. And Tyreek Hill jumps up with a guy that has to be like double his height almost, and one hands it away from him and then starts running. That's tough defense for the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't know. All I saw, I only caught like the highlights. So I saw, because I was driving and I was watching like the score app, and I'm like, all right, shit, like we're inside the 30. All right, we're gonna get the first points of the game, and then I see nothing. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then I saw Mac Jones get strip sacked for a touchdown. Then that's when I knew. I'm like, yeah, we're cooked.
Yeah, I think the Patriots, I don't think they're ever gonna have a really good team in the Mac Jones era.
Because of him or because of Bill?
Because of Mac Jones.
That's a bit of a hot take.
Yeah, it is a hot take.
It could be a hot take, but
we'll see.
I mean, we did make the playoffs last year, so I think that classifies as a good team.
Graves is feeling
no. I'm saying like go on a run in the playoffs. You guys might sneak into the playoffs the odd time, but I don't think you guys are ever going to go on a run with Mac Jones under center.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. When you got Herbert, Allen, Mahomes, like there's some good damn quarterbacks in the AFC.
Yep.
Tua, you got Tua. Can't forget about Tua.
You can't forget about
Tua.
Tua.
Okay, but Gerbs, I will. The one play I did see on Twitter, and I don't know if this was a throwaway.
It was tipped.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes. That Barstool play that everyone at Barstool put it out like Tua already making good impressions with Tyreek Hill first throw of the game. You watch a slowed video, it was tipped and it went 20 yards short of Tyreek, who was wide open, and so it looked horrible. I'm sure everyone saw the clip and they're just gonna hate on Tua as they do, but it was tipped at the line by Judon.
Right. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but I was laughing. I saw that and I'm like, damn, that's just
yeah. Well, I saw it first too because I didn't see it live because we were watching Red Zone. So I saw the clip and I'm like, oh no, did you do this again? But then I did some more digging, confirmed tipped at the line.
All right. Confirmed tip.
Confirmed tip. We're gonna there's a few other games we should at least mention, starting with or let's start with some of the 1:00 games. The Eagles and Lions was insane. 38-35
What a game.
finish. What a game. I don't know if anybody had bets on that, but did anyone have bets on that game?
On the
I
Lions
had the
game?
Lions.
I had
Yeah.
Eagles in a parlay.
Eagles and parlay. Okay.
I didn't touch that game because I wanted to bet Lions because of Hard Knocks, but then I
Uh-huh.
thought the Eagles were better, so then I didn't do
Yeah,
it.
and I actually think the Eagles might be a little bit legit. I know they only beat the Lions by 3, but
Yeah.
their offense looks pretty good.
They
Yeah,
should take
AJ
the division
Brown,
now,
150
right?
yards.
I think the division's theirs for sure. Yeah, AJ
Yeah.
Brown 150 yards, and then Jalen Hurts running for however many. I'm gonna check how many yards he
It
ran.
got to be close to be 100. It was definitely over 50.
Yeah, he threw for 248 and rushed for 90
Wow.
And a touchdown.
and a touchdown. That's a nice day. My
Great day.
my fantasy quarterback as well, so that's a nice little
Yeah.
day for me. And then the Colts
At the
Texans.
Bills.
Colts what?
The Bills game was Thursday. We didn't talk about that.
True. We previewed that and then didn't talk
Yeah.
about it. But Bills
Kind of a
crushed.
boring game.
Yeah, 31-10. Nothing. It was never really close. Cooper Cup's awesome still.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Bills might just be like the best team in the league, unfortunately.
They definitely looked that way.
Yeah, they
Hey,
did.
Especially
guys-
just seeing how sloppy some teams were on Sunday. Like the Bills didn't look a tiny bit sloppy on Thursday.
No, not at all. But I was
They
just saying, do you
didn't.
guys think Stafford's like, do you think they're kind of screwed?
No. I trust Stafford.
Man,
Yeah.
he
I
throws
think
a lot of picks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Even
then
last year he did. And I don't know.
yeah,
he didn't
last year
look-
he did too, and then they won the Super Bowl.
I don't know. Something seems off about him this year. Because remember he had that elbow issue we were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was being talked about in preseason too this year.
Who's their backup?
Oh,
I don't even
me
know.
or you.
Yeah, I'd love to know. That's a fun thing to know. Some random backups on teams. Like we got to see Cooper Rush already. Who knew
Confirming.
that guy was a Cowboy? Sags,
Yeah.
can you confirm the Rams backup quarterback?
John Wolford, the guy who
Oh.
he was like on LinkedIn. He was like an analyst. Like
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, for sure. Yep. Colts and Texans tied a tie week 1. Poolsy, I actually thought of you when they tied, and in your season predictions, usually you had a tie by somebody. You didn't have that this year,
hmm,
Hey,
No,
speaking of that game,
and it happened week 1.
I know. Yeah, almost
They-
2, but
they
Go
were
ahead.
my survivor pick, the Colts.
Oh,
But a push is a win.
no.
Really? Not in our league.
I was in one where
Yes.
a push was a loss.
Yeah. So a lot of people are out with Colts. I'm also out of my survivor one with the Broncos.
I would say, yeah, Broncos screwed a lot of people.
Yeah, I had
the Colts, I
Broncos.
guess.
probably the Bengals.
Who else? The Bengals. Yeah.
Bengals for sure.
49ers. Bears.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
49ers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
That
lot of
was
people
a
had the
weird-
49ers.
Titans over the Giants.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another one.
Jesus. Yeah.
It was a
And then-
crazy week for upsets.
Lan,
Maybe
Lan
people
had that one
Packers.
in her parlay. The
Oh, yeah?
Giants.
How'd that go?
Well, she just missed the Titans.
Oh,
That was her only miss.
She was a little late on the 1 o'clock window, so she did a 4 o'clock window.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
The Bears beat the 49ers. I think that's just a fluke. The weather was horrible. I think the
What a
Bears are
fluke.
still bad, and I think the 49ers are okay. Is that fair?
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, we'll see.
You think?
Yeah, I'm not sold on
Bears
the
are-
49ers yet.
I mean, both teams had to play in the weather.
Yeah, for sure. So we agree the Bears aren't good, though, right?
Yeah.
Or do we think?
I would still agree. I'll take their season under wins live at 6.5.
Yeah,
I'm kind of sweating my
Yeah, I would too.
Giants wins under.
yeah, and that's the next game we're at here. Commanders beat the Jags 28-22. We talked
Our
about
team.
we talked about the Jags being our darlings. Are we okay with that still?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Uh-huh.
When are NFL coaches going to learn to just take the goddamn points? I actually watched that game specifically because I had a lot of money riding on Jacksonville spread and money line. They went down to the inside the 10 twice in the first half and turned it over on downs. Just kick
Did
the
they?
fucking field goal. Kick the
Oh,
field
I didn't
goal.
know that.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know that.
true.
Points.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And we saw it on Monday night. Kick the field goal. Denver.
Yeah.
Like,
Take it.
Yeah, I don't know why teams are doing that. It's like they're trying to revolutionize the game, but it's just a horrible thing to do.
The analytics community. That's why they're doing it.
Left, right, and center. Yeah, these analytics.
Yep.
Well, the analytics
know.
don't work because that cost the Jags a potential win.
Yeah. Who do the Jags have this week?
Right?
They've got
Indy.
the Colts.
Indy. Okay. Well, you never know. They beat them at last game of the year last year, right?
At home.
So our boys, we'll maybe talk about that more when the spread game comes. We'll see. Steelers squeak out a overtime win against the Bengals. I mean, the Steelers offense was horrible. I don't like Burrow 5 picks.
I think 4.
4 picks and a fumble.
Yeah, insane.
5 turnovers. That's insane. You only win by 3. That's not good.
And in overtime, Trubisky only threw for 190 yards and they got the win. That's and
in overtime.
I should be happy with that result for the division.
Sorry, with overtime. Sorry,
including overtime. 194. Yeah. If you're going for the division segs, I mean, I guess that's good. Are you going for the division?
But like, am I worried about the Steelers now?
No, I wouldn't be.
They were way off my radar.
I do think they'll be all right, but I don't think they're. I don't know if they're a playoff team.
Yep. Ravens crush the Jets. Who cares? Saints sneak one out against the Falcons.
Huge comeback.
Yeah.
Boys, blacklist. Don't touch the Falcons.
They covered the spread.
Don't touch them. Anything to do with the Falcons, stay away. Because I bet you a lot of.
Do you remember last year or 2 years ago we had a Dimes play and it was it was Atlanta plus I think 2.5 or 3.5 and they were up 14 and in the fourth quarter and they lost by 3.
Yeah, I saw this isn't my, by the way, stat of the week's back. This isn't my stat of the week, but I saw a thing. It was like, I think it was 4 or 5 Atlanta scores where they're up, and it's like, they lost. Atlanta lost every single one of those games. 2 of those games we had bets on, and like, I think the one was against Dallas, and the other one was against the Bears. Yeah, they were up by like 16 points with 4 minutes left,
and they lost.
And they lost. Yeah, just stay away from Atlanta.
I will say with them though, a little more exciting this year with Mariota and some of their wide receivers and then Patterson.
Can they feed Pitts, please?
I want them to keep feeding how do you say his name?
Cordell?
No, that's not
Cordero.
That's
Cordero.
Patterson. I just want them to keep feeding him. He is electric.
I got their kicker in fantasy. He could put up like almost 20 points for me.
Yeah, he's
unreal.
He's a beauty.
So happy he missed that last one though. I had Saints in that same parlay.
I had Saints in a parlay. It ended up losing anyways with the Broncos, but who cares? Chiefs 44, Cardinals 21. So the Chiefs are completely fine without Tyreek. That's confirmed.
Told you, Arizona's dog shit.
Yeah,
I think they're dog shit too.
Yeah, you might be right, DiSabs. I thought
are they still dog shit when Hopkins is back though?
Week 6 or week 7, he comes back. They might be 1-5.
Ooh,
yeah, but do you think they're an over 500 team with Hopkins in the lineup
if he's healthy all year?
Maybe 500.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I agree. I don't even know if they would be over 500.
The Cardinals always start kind of hot though. Like I could see them winning like 3 games in a row here. I don't see them being a playoff team at all. And I don't know who they play the next 3 games. So that
they got a tough game this week in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that is tough. Giants beat the Titans. I think the Titans are bad. I think the Titans offense is horrible.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit.
Tough to watch. And Matt and I have this running. We told you guys about our fantasy team last year, the high stakes one. Remember that? Mm-hmm. We actually won it last year, and Pools and I have an ongoing, pretty much daily ongoing discussion about some players on the Titans offense, and we're just, you never know who's listening, so we don't want.
I would trade them all the way.
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
Every single one.
Every single one.
Every player's got to go.
Like even arguably the best offensive player on their team.
Yes, he's got to trade him now while he has value.
Wow.
All right, we'll leave it there.
It really makes you think, because that was the offense. I don't like Tennessee at all. I think they suck.
No. Yeah. That's a good thought, DiSabs. I don't think anyone's ever had that thought before. So Vikings 23, Packers 7. I will take some blame on this one. They were my spread game team and my biggest bet of the week. I think I still think Packers are a better team than the Vikings. I think they'll be ahead of them at the end of the year. Easily.
That's a hot take.
That's
Someone-
a hot
someone
take.
write
I think that is a hot take.
Someone
Okay, I'll
write
bet
that
it. I'll
down.
bet somebody. What are we betting?
I don't know at this point, but that's a
Okay.
hot take. That's a
No.
flaming take.
Packers-
let's do a
After watching
six-pack.
that game, that's
Packers-
a flaming take.
I was watching that game. They looked horrible. They looked horrible week 1 last year too. Packers win that division, no problem. Still, no
What?
problem. No problem.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
Flaming
hot.
hot.
six
Double
pack
flaming
herbs.
hot take.
6-pack.
Yeah.
For everyone
Sure.
here.
Sure, and
Yeah.
then I get 3 6-packs when the
Yeah.
Packers. Okay,
Yeah,
let's go.
yeah.
Deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Deal.
basically an 18 pack.
Yeah,
We'll round up. How about
Can it all be
chip
Waterloo
in?
Brewing? Can we pay you in
Uh,
Waterloo
it
Brewing?
can be
beer?
whatever you want. I'll
How
just
about
be happy that I'm
we'll
right
all
again.
chip in for a 24-pack for you. How's that? We'll round up.
You can, and I'm excited. And we need to probably clip this because we're gonna forget. But Packers win the division. I think no problem. Chargers.
Well, you better
beat
put your
the-
money there because they got plus money.
Yeah.
to what? To win the division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
I
jump
don't like
on that
futures,
if
but
you
I'll
feel
okay. I'll do it. I'll put every penny I got in all 10 accounts. I'll do it.
Well, that'd be silly. That's not responsible.
True. Chargers 24, Raiders 19. The Chargers are good. Raiders are also good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I still like them.
I still think that like
Big
Devontae Adams on
divisional
that team makes a huge difference, and that's
Oh, man.
obvious. He's the best receiver in the game, I think. But
Yeah, he's up there.
I almost took his. Oh man, my phone's blowing up. What the hell? I
Easy,
almost
Hollywood.
took his over at half, and I was like, it was pretty high. I think it was like 110. He
Mhm.
had 67, and I was like, that's kind of high. What did he finish with? 141.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Go with your sports
Yeah.
gut, people.
Yep.
Where were you
I'll-
looking for the receiving prop spread there at halftime, Segs?
Um,
What app was that?
I did my
Definitely
due
DraftKings.
diligence. I did my due diligence on BetStamp first,
Mhm.
and because I don't have a lot of the apps that they provide, which is good. I didn't get the best odds from BetStamp,
Right.
but I used
Close.
DraftKings. But I was able
Okay.
to do my research via BetStamp.
Mhm. The beauty of BetStamp. Get the app and promo code CHUMP. Free app.
Absolutely.
Couple games left. The Bucks kill
Oh.
the Cowboys.
They're
19.
in trouble. They're in
Cow-
trouble.
Cowboys. It's a tough day to have CeeDee Lamb and Zeke in fantasy leagues, which I do.
Zeke, what is
And-
Zeke wearing, by the way?
Yeah, his helmet looks
What is his getup?
What is
I don't know.
Zeke? Like,
Yeah,
Exactly.
What is
What is
nose and
the-
belly ring?
I think it's time to give Tony Pollard a bit of a shot, not because he's my backup in fantasy, but because I just
Yeah.
don't think Zeke does anything.
No, I agree. They're going to keep starting Zeke, I think, because they're paying him so much money. It'd be hard not to
Yeah.
at that point. And Jerry Jones seems to like him, and Jerry Jones calls the shots on that team.
yeah.
Did Tom Brady look like? I don't really. Like the
I'll
game
be honest,
They
kinda-
didn't
I
let him
watched
throw the ball.
that game.
They didn't really
Len-
let him throw.
Sunday Night Football. Lenny, did you see his tweet?
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette. He always tweets at playoff. He always tweets playoff Lenny when he has a good game in playoffs. And then after this game, he tweeted Sunday Night Football Lenny because he had a good game. And he looks like a beast out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did
does.
look good. I'll be probably jumping on some of his overs going forward.
Yeah.
Probably a
it's-
terrible idea, and that's like
I definitely overlooked him
recency
in
bias. But
a lot of fantasy drafts this year, but it's looking like that was maybe the wrong call.
then again, though, the I don't know how much we can take from that game in regards to the Bucks because Dallas just
Horrible.
looked like horseshit.
Yeah.
Dallas would have got beat by. I bet you Marshall. Bet you Marshall could have beat.
Okay,
Dallas.
relax.
Marshall. Oh, I didn't even know what you meant. I
You
thought
know what
were-
state they're in?
I was thinking of a person,
I have
Marshall.
no clue where Marshall is.
Where is it?
Is that are they the same school? Where the basketball Matthew?
We are
McConaughey-
Marshall.
We Are
the
Marshall?
movie. Yeah.
That's for the basketball team, though, right? Is that the same
Yeah.
school? Yeah,
Yep.
nice. You lost to them,
All right.
and I heard you guys paid them a boatload, like 1.2 million.
All right.
come?
Okay. Can we move on?
Ooh,
Wow.
that's tough. Last game. Let's finish this quickly so we can get to our cover game. Seahawks beat the Broncos by 1. I was at my baseball game, so I didn't see a second of this. I saw you guys getting angry about it though over the chat, and Twitter was going off. Everyone was just angry about that game, assuming a
That
lot
is
of people
shocking.
had money on the
Yeah.
Broncos.
90% of the public, I think, was on the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
I
saw
guess,
that Poolsy, and that's what made me change. I'm like, Seattle's going to cover because the game's rigged.
Yeah.
And you bet
I
that?
believe
When
it.
did that?
What's that?
When did you say that?
Say what?
say that they're gonna
That
Seattle's
they're
gonna cover.
I
I'd like
tweeted
to
on
see-
Dimes.
I'd like
Oh.
to see the receipts on that.
Well,
I
he probably
tweeted
can
it.
look if he tweeted it. You probably can see the receipts. And we all had Javonte Williams anytime touchdown. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I did. And he fumbled on the goal line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it was more like the 2-yard line. He went
He wasn't
backward.
gonna make it, but
Oh,
he still
that's
fumbled it.
Still embarrassing. So that's week one. Overall, pretty exciting week, especially those 1:00 games. Like everything was happening. Teams were coming back. The red zone was out of control.
Red zone, that was like absolute just dopamine flowing.
I would love
During the
if I could have
1:00
watched it. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, you honestly, DSab, you missed a good one.
Yeah,
It was sick.
Yeah.
And it was sweet too, because I went over to someone's house who isn't usually into football.
Mhm.
But I was like, hey, do you want to hang? I really want to watch, blah, blah, blah. So threw it on, and they were just so into it, which was sick.
Do they have DraftKings?
They do now.
Damn.
That's awesome. Okay, let's get to the cover game, and we have a couple tweaks we're very very excited about. Maybe wait till Poolsy gets back actually to start the cover game, but I guess I can just say the tweaks, but maybe Poolsy doesn't fully know them.
This is
This is bad podcasting right now by me.
well, this is gonna be even worse podcasting. But D7 and I chatted about these.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, you did? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I talked to D7 before. Okay, so new cover game tweaks.
Yeah.
And this is exciting. I think it's going to add a little bit to it. We all know we all like to bet our own team at times. I personally do it almost every week on this show.
Thought it was a lock last week.
What?
Thought it was a lock last week.
Yep, mine
For
was a
some
lock.
people.
But so from now on, if we bet the spread on our team, if we bet for our team on the spread, it is worth 2 wins in the final standings. And if that bet wins, it's worth 2 wins. If that bet loses, it's worth 2 losses. So there's a lot more risk to take your own team, but also a lot more reward when your team covers the spread. So that's one tweak.
And you can just do that once a year, or is that any week?
No, any week you can
Okay.
pick the Panthers,
Yeah,
and it's worth 2 wins too. So if you're behind by the end, then maybe that's a way to get back in there a little bit.
Right.
But you also add 2 losses to the loss column if it does not cover.
Right.
So other tweak was that Segs, what was the other tweak again?
Oh, we get 2 locks per year.
Yes.
And in brackets, come up with a better name than locks.
Yeah.
A lockeroni and cheese.
A lockeroni and cheese. Maybe
Macaroni
we
and
can-
cheese. There it
We'll
is.
start with that and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But we get 2 lockeroni and cheeses on the year. And they add on. So we're doing 3 picks a week, 3 picks each a week. But if you want to use one of your 2 lockeronis and cheeses, then you get 4 picks that week. And it's the same thing as when you have your own team. 2 wins if your lockeroni wins, 2 losses if your lockeroni loses.
Is your lockeroni after everyone's already took their picks?
No, you can just you just add it on and then you'll have an extra pick. So it will screw up the order a little bit. But
Okay.
you'll your third pick, like if you want to take your lockeroni early, then your
Right. So you could take it anytime, but then you just
Yeah.
draft 4 teams that week.
Yeah, but make sure it's very clear that it's your lockeroni.
Yeah,
I can't
okay.
believe I've said lockeroni 30 times now.
Yeah.
And cheese. Don't
And
forget
cheese.
the cheese.
I'm
And
saying
I
lockeroni
do,
and cheeses.
Agree with DSab's point to go by win percentage.
Yes. It has to go by win percentage at the end, not amount of wins.
So
because-
the losses are counting.
Oh yeah.
towards everything. All right,
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Good,
it's
good.
total record.
Woo, I'm excited.
So this is big. And
is
as last year, we'll go by how many points our team scored on the week, and that will determine the order. So this week the Browns had the most. I hate that Jacoby Brissett had the most points out of anybody, but he did. Baker Mayfield and the Panthers were second, 2 out third, and I don't think the Patriots got a point. So DSab is last.
Tough.
Okay,
Thank you.
I have the floor.
Or sorry, yeah, Segs.
Whoa,
Oh,
hey.
we need a recap from last week, maybe.
True,
Oh, yeah,
true,
yeah,
true,
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Thank you, Poolsy.
Hey, it's all good. Okay. Last week, one person went 2-1. The rest of us went 1-2. Congratulations, the Sags going 2-1.
The big start.
Sags had Minnesota +2 and Cleveland +2 as his 2 wins. My win was Baltimore -7. Gerbs's was Miami -3.5, and DSab's was Bucks -2.5. So overall, boys, not a good week. Not a good week. We definitely have to be like marginally over 500 by the end of the year. And
You would hope.
Combined.
that's not acceptable that first week.
Yeah. Do you mean combined or each one personally?
Well, definitely combined. Definitely
Yeah.
combined. If we're
Okay.
combined under 500, we shouldn't be recording.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, we're ass.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the show's canceled for next year if we're combined under 500.
Can I say something?
Yes.
This is no joke of a lie. I had an underdogs parlay, and it was all the teams that were underdogs that I thought would win.
Yeah.
So I picked the Giants. I also picked the Steelers. I picked Minnesota, and I picked the Seahawks. The only one I lost
Yeah.
was Jacksonville, and that paid out $6,000.
Oh
Wow.
no. How
Yeah,
much?
dude, I
how much?
nailed all those underdogs.
How much wagered?
I think it was 50 because I had a 100% profit boost.
No way.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, you would have been nuts. You would have gone nuts.
Oh yeah, and I couldn't even watch any of the games, so I was also rattled.
Wow.
So I can't believe you're even like looking at Jacksonville now. I would hate them if I were you.
I have to. I got a lot invested in them.
True. All right.
And to end off week 1 of the cover game, the boys' TD pick of Cooper Cup was correct.
Yep.
Let's go.
1-0. 1-0.
1-0.
Keep that
1-0.
rolling. We're gonna keep that rolling. We'll give our pick out after the cover game for this week.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So Segs is on the clock.
Segs is on the clock.
All right. I'm kind of cheesed because these odds changed from this afternoon when I was looking at this. But per bet stamp, the best odds in plus money, which is pretty sweet, is on point bets. I'm going to be taking the Saints plus 2.5 against the Bucks.
Ooh,
And that's at plus 100 on point bet. That's pretty good.
that is.
Wow, you lost the hook though. I saw it at +3 earlier.
I know. Yeah. Well, when I messaged you, it was at plus 3.
Hopefully we got it in.
Interesting. All right.
Poolsy.
And I'm as well going to go to points bet for the Steelers spread of plus 2.5 at 1.93 against the Pats.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw a little curveball here, and maybe I don't know if it'll affect somebody down the line here, but I think the Panthers not being favored against the Giants is a little crazy. So I might this might really come back to haunt me because I watched last week, but Panthers plus 1.5. I'm going with, and that's on Betway.
Yeah, I got +2 on points bet, Gerbs.
Yeah.
Oh, I sorry, on Bet99 I got plus 2.5. So I will be taking that. I will be taking
So you're
that
plus 2.5.
plus 2.5 Panthers. I love it.
All right.
Wait,
Yeah.
I don't see plus 2.5.
Bet99 per bet stamp. Plus 2.5. The second one down.
I don't
I
have
think
that.
it's probably different for everyone.
Yeah, the
Okay,
order is
no
different
worries.
based on the books you use.
True. Okay. Anyways,
You
I
guys-
got 2.5.
Can we get a confirmation on that? Plus
Yeah, we'll have
2.5?
to circle back after the show.
Okay. Unless anybody's
Does
DiSabs, didn't you
anybody
see
else see
2.5?
that?
I haven't
don't
seen a
have-
2.5
I don't have
yet.
Bet99. I don't have Bet99 here.
Yeah, I don't see 2.5 here.
Okay, one sec. Let me show you my screen.
Yeah, let's see the screen.
I do believe it because I don't have Bet99 showing for some reason right now.
It's right under the first line.
Okay. All right.
yeah, you're good.
That's
You're
confirmed.
in.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're in.
All right. I'm in. Panthers. Poolsy. I took your team, man. I think
I
that might
know.
be my first time ever.
I would have took them if they made it back, but I'm not upset I didn't take them this week. I just need a week where I'm just clear mind.
Yo,
Okay,
enough.
DiSabs
I'm sure you
back
won't
to
have-
back.
I'm sure you won't have any bets out on them, so clear mind.
is it too early to use my Lockeroni?
No.
Give me
Use
the
it.
fucking Vikings at +2
Oh, Lockeroni and cheese out.
Against who?
Monday night in Philly.
Oh, that's
Wow.
one. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Dude, they're my NFC champions.
Oh, well, I think that's wrong, and I think the Eagles are going to win that game.
Good. Then I better see you on the way down.
Lockeroni.
Lockeroni and cheese.
And cheese.
Wait, what does that mean? Do I get to pick another team or is that worth 2?
No,
That's
you're going to pick.
crazy that Philly is favored in that.
I know, man.
I don't think so. I don't think that's crazy at all.
I think the
you-
Vikings
you-
have it. Unreal
So-
offense.
DSAB, you're getting 4 picks this week now because you used one of your 2 Lockeroni and cheeses on the whole year.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay,
So
so my second pick
your
coming
second.
down. Oh my god, can I double dip and take the Pats?
The what?
The
Oh,
Patriots.
Yeah, you can. Holy shit.
Wow. This is
Wow.
a big week for DiSabs.
There's going to be a lot of things moving on DiSabs.
Give me the
board this week.
Patriots minus 1.5 on Betway.
Oh, who do they play? They play the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers.
Didn't someone just take the Steelers? Poolsy.
Mm.
Didn't Poolsy just take the Steelers?
Yeah, I took
Dude,
the
I like
Steelers
him
plus
with
2.5.
no TJ Watt. That's huge. Or
Yeah,
Najee.
That is huge. That is huge.
Yeah, great.
That's great.
Gerb's back on the clock.
Yeah, I think the Lions are going to be pesky all year, and they're favored, which I don't love. But Lions minus 1.5 against the Commanders, and that's on Sports Interaction.
Yeah, I see that.
So
Minus
Lions
1.5.
Lions minus 1.5. I don't love that they're favored, but I just look at that game and I think they win by a touchdown. And
they're at home.
Dan Campbell, yeah, and they're at home. Lions minus 1.5.
All right.
Touch tonight's game.
Oh, tonight's game. Oh yeah, true. That's
Tonight's
a massive
game's
one too.
scary.
Okay. I wish it was at Cincy minus 7.5. I wish that was minus 7, but I mean, they lost to the Steelers week 1. They just went to the Super Bowl. They're playing the beaten up Cowboys already. Give it to me.
Wow,
Give it
you
to
can't get them at minus 7 anywhere.
No.
Tough.
That's
a tough hook on the road.
Yeah, but
oh,
I think the
yeah,
Bengals
they
are a
should
really
smoke
good team, and I think they're out for it after losing last week to the Steelers.
is
I agree.
Do you have that's weird. I'm on the Score app right now.
Mobile.
Yep. I've got them at minus 7.
From who?
Well, I'm just assuming that the Score bet would have them at minus 7 since the app has that, but
All official plays come from BetStamp for
no,
this.
for sure. I'm just I'll shut up.
All right. Who's up?
Segs
me.
for
Thanks
back
for
to back.
2.
Thanks. Back to back.
All right. I'm pissed I can't get them with a little bit of a 0.5 hook, but give me the Bears against the Packers plus 10. And that's via points bet for the best odds. Everything else is it's all at 10. But I'd like a little hook, but I can't find it. I get one more.
Yep.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on that?
Is
pick?
that Seg scrambling right now?
I hate the pick.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, we know.
Packers-
Green Bay is your team over the Dolphins almost now.
No,
jeez.
they're my NFC team, no doubt about it.
Oh,
I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan.
Okay, and
That's fair.
then I'm just all dogs this week. Give me the Seahawks on the road against the 49ers plus 8.5. That's via give me plus 9.5 via DraftKings.
Yeah, you probably want the 9.5 there.
Give me 9
Yep.
or no, Proline doesn't count.
No, it does not.
Proline, I always see the Proline odds and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Back to
give me
me.
that.
Coolsy.
We're gonna gear over to FanDuel on this one and do Raiders minus 4.5 against the Cardinals at home this week.
I like that.
I like that too. Lockeroni and cheese or no?
Lockeroni and cheese.
Really?
I wish I would. I can't believe I didn't take that sooner. I love that. I don't think
Oh.
the Cardinals are like they have. Yeah. You convinced me. Let's do it.
Okay. Make
Yep.
sure you mark down that's one of your 2 on the year. They're going early,
Yeah, they are going early.
When you get the best value, baby.
I guess.
Yeah. I kind of
I'm
forgot
up.
that we only had 2, but whatever.
Just peer pressured into it.
Yeah, I kind of was.
It wasn't hard.
No.
Green Bay minus 9.5. That's my pick. No, I don't have any anything else to say about that.
You wouldn't
other than
make that a lock.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh,
But But I do think that's an easy cover for the Packers, and I'll be betting that again. Double down from last week.
You on the road, Gerbs.
Double
Little
down.
Sunday night action.
There's been enough side bets going around.
So DiSabs, you
Oh yeah.
yeah, so DiSabs, you make a pick, then I'll make a pick, then you make a pick.
Wait,
Wow, we're
Where do you pick? Oh yeah.
because we both have Lockeronis.
Right, but
True.
DiSabs has to make his last pick.
yeah, he has to make his last official.
And then I'll make the next pick, and then DiSabs, or it doesn't matter. I don't care who goes first. I don't know how to do that right.
yeah, no, I think it goes back.
We'll just
to
go.
you,
Let's just go off the scores for those when there's more than one person that has a lock.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Yep, off the score. Everything's off the scores. Or maybe for that we should go points against for the game. The least amount of points against. Just kidding. Go ahead, DSeb.
All right. I'm going to get Baltimore -3.5.
Ooh.
That's
Baltimore -3.5.
It's just a bad pick. That's all.
You're
Oh,
also
the public
playing against the
DSeb,
Patriots.
The public is hammering Baltimore.
Guess you can call me the public.
Mr. Public.
Play.
Mr. Public. Oh, I love that.
Also, Gerbs, confirmed your coach is high all the time because I saw I saw him right after the game where you could tell he wasn't high. And then I watched a conference where he was high.
No,
that guy's high all the time except for game day.
For sure. I think he probably sneaks an edible on game day, like before, and it usually probably wears out by like quarter 3.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then he's dialed in for the fourth quarter. What are you showing us, DSab?
What the okay. Well, since that's been shown,
Segs.
I think did that just update?
That sucks, man.
Poolsy, make your last pick.
I'm going with the Bucks minus. Looks like 2.5. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Pro line's -1.5. Shit. Yep, -2.5. I still like it.
Yeah. I also like that. I don't think
that's your Lockeroni and cheese.
No, that's not his locker.
Oh no, that's just his right. Sorry,
that's just his pick. His Lockeroni and cheese is the Raiders +4.
Right.
Minus.
Has anyone taken Denver?
Oh, -4.
Yeah.
No one's taken Denver.
Give me the Broncos -9.5.
Ooh. Russell Wilson showed you a lot, eh?
They're playing at home against Houston.
Houston's coming off a big tie.
And they're coming off a big loss.
Yeah. Okay, Poolsy, read us out the picks for the week, if you don't mind.
Yep. Segs has New Orleans +2.5, Chicago +10, Seattle +9.5. I've got Pittsburgh +2.5, Cincinnati -7.5, Lockeroni of the year, Las Vegas -4.5, and then Tampa -2.5. Gerbs has Carolina +2.5, Detroit -1.5, and Green Bay -9.5.
Love it.
DSabs has Minnesota +2, Lockeroni. New England -1.5 times 2 of the points for being his team. Baltimore -3.5, and Denver -9.5.
It's going to be an interesting week to say the least.
Hell of an
DSab has
interesting week.
a lot of points out there.
Yeah.
So can I ask a question? With my Lockeroni and cheese, I get an extra pick, but is Minnesota still worth 2?
Minnesota was your Lockeroni and cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're worth 2 then.
So I actually technically have a potential 6 wins.
Yeah.
You do
And
have
a potential 6 losses.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Cover game's heating up already, folks.
It is.
Wow.
We're going to
Have
find
to
a
dive
sponsor.
deep.
Another sponsor for this game too, because obviously BetStamp, use referral code Chump. Download that app. You can see all these lines. You heard us line shopping there, and you can do that too on BetStamp. Referral code Chump, and that can help us out too. We have one more thing to get to, and that's our 1-0 bet so far. Let's try to make it 2-0. Are we all agreeing with that one that was in the chat? I personally love it.
I love it.
Yep.
Poolsy?
Yep.
Okay. Who wants to announce our week 2 pick?
DSab, give it to
Crickets.
us.
It's going to be Travis Kelce anytime touchdown. Let's
love
go.
it. Love it. That guy's still a beast. And he didn't show any signs of slowing down week 1 there.
Nope.
All right.
Lockeroni.
All right, Lockeroni. Excited for week 2. This is it's getting a little weird for me. It's getting weird feeling because this is my second last week of football that I'm watching for a 5-week break, and I got dialed into it on Sunday, so it's getting a little weird for me to really just get dialed in, knowing I'm going to miss a bunch of time. But I'm going to count on you guys. I'm going to count on you guys to stay up on everything.
Yeah,
we
probably
really
will.
follow it. So
True.
Yeah.
True.
Never watch it.
Hey, do we have stats of the week, or are we just
Stat of the
dashing
week.
those?
Stat of the week. Thank
Stat
you.
of the
Thank
week.
you. Almost forgot about stat of the week. We're ending on stat of the week. Okay.
Yep.
I have mine. I can go.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It was posted on the broadcast, and it's also been talked about now. It's kind of been everywhere, but there's no way I can't use this stat. Tua is now 4-0 against the Patriots in his career. He is the only QB to remain undefeated in at least 4 starts against New England in the Bill Belichick era. The only quarterback to go 4-0 against Bill Belichick to start his career. That's pretty sick. Tua.
And surely he must be a top 10 quarterback then.
Tua time. Yeah, I think he is going to be at the end of the year. Yeah, that's my stat. I love that stat.
It is pretty impressive.
5-0 by the end of the year. They're going to play again. So
It's impressive, but I'm sorry, Gibbs. You're going to be heartbroken by year end.
we'll see. We'll see. I cheer for a good football team now. Feels good. It feels
Did you
good.
guys make the playoffs last year?
No, that's what I said now. Now I
Okay.
cheer for a good football team.
All right. We started 0-1 last year. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm not worried about you even a little. Not even a little.
I love to hear it, boys.
Who's got the next stat of the week?
Yep.
oh, go ahead, Pulsey.
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay. Mine's Browns native Cade York, rookie kicker.
Yeah.
Longest field goal hit by a rookie kicker in their debut. 58 yards.
That wasn't his first field goal of the game, though, was it?
No, he was 4 for 4. Absolutely dialed that whole game.
Ooh,
But,
Cade York.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, 58
Go
yards.
Tigers.
Yeah, LSU
Oh, he's an
alum.
LSU guy. Perfect.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna regret saying this, but I'm gonna do it. Kind of feeling hot about our kicker right now.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Browns country. That never
Wait
goes
till
well.
the
That never goes well.
Evan McPherson of 2022.
Oof.
Wow.
We'll see. That also means you're going to the
I mean-
Super Bowl, which just isn't happening.
All right. Well, let's title this next stat Super Bowl hangover. Going to the Thursday night of there, Jalen Ramsey's coverage allowed a perfect pass rating of 158 in week 1. He was targeted 7 times, allowing 6 receptions for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Wow. Mostly Diggs,
He
right?
couldn't have been any worse out there.
Man,
They
he's
could
a
have
fraud.
gone 7 for 7.
7-7.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
If it's a perfect pass rating, he couldn't have been any worse.
Diggsy torched him that game, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DiSabs finishes off with a banger of a stat.
It's not really that much of a banger. It's kind of funny. The only team
Right.
to not score a touchdown this week,
You?
The Dallas Cowboys.
the Dallas
Oh,
Cowboys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The only team to not score a touchdown in week 1.
And now they don't have a quarterback for 6 weeks or whatever it is.
No,
That's such a
they didn't place
Dallas
him on
thing.
IR. They didn't place him on IR.
Yeah, but he broke his thumb or something. He's out.
Yeah, but they're saying 3 weeks.
What does that mean if you place him
Originally,
on
they
IR?
said 8.
IR.
Yeah.
You go on IR, you have to miss 4 games, and then you can be
Okay.
replaced on the roster.
He should
Gotcha.
go on IR then. He's going to miss 4 games.
Well, they didn't want to put him on for that reason.
Cooper
Cooper
Rush.
Rush time, baby. They
Yeah.
released Ben DiNucci, right? He's gone.
Oh,
Ben
not a-
DiNucci.
Kikuchi. Or
I think he's
Kanuchi.
gone.
That's awesome. Okay, well, we're gonna enjoy watching Cooper Rush in week 2, and we're gonna enjoy watching our teams, and we're gonna enjoy being back here next week to talk to you guys. Thanks for another great episode,
Yep,
fellas.
let's go, and let's go Blue Jays tonight.
Yes, go Jays. Go Jays
Go
every
Jays.
night. Playoff run, baby. Get dialed. Lizzie looking at you.
See you next week.